Life isn't only black and white. Somewhere in the grey lies the truth, where perspectives collide and stories connect. Welcome to the Black, White and Grey podcast. It's been a minute, guys.
It has.
Missing a member.
2026.
It's always though. We always miss Brendan.
I always miss Brendan.
But today, we've brought back a friend of the show who's now one of the family.
Yeah.
He's in the inner circle. Mr. David Fagan.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, how do you feel? We're not having you. You're part of the residence.
Yeah.
You're sticking.
I'm part of the furniture.
You're the furniture now.
Thanks, guys.
Strange without Brendan, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't
Sorry,
meet
Brendan.
him.
Huh?
You didn't
Yeah, I
meet
don't actually know Brendan.
I didn't meet him, did he?
No.
No, yeah.
We went to organise something. Brendan obviously is still here.
Brendan's killing
in the
it.
background.
Brendan's a busy boy. His
Yeah.
business is going nicely.
Business.
So we
business.
will arrange
What
maybe.
business called her?
Allow the man to defend himself.
Nah, it's good, man. It's a pleasure to have you, David.
Thank you.
You've been very instrumental in helping us shape what's coming in the next few episodes. So,
Exciting. Yeah.
yeah.
Looking forward
What's
to
the
it.
topic of today?
Today we are talking about social media and has social media rewired how we understand each other.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Enjoy the
100%.
topic.
You've definitely. This is your topic. I told the team we're not doing this without Ed.
Not doing it
Yeah,
without you,
yeah,
mate.
yeah. I think you got to split people into multiple camps. Some who believe what they see on social media is reality, the news, the opinions, the status, whatever. For them, who aspire to then compete in those domains, I think it 100% has rewired your reality. It's told you that things are adversarial. It's told you they're categorical. It's told you what to even be thinking or being opinionated about. I think it's made you feel you have to be opinionated on lots of stuff. And sometimes you just get a sobering reminder of living next door to a neighbour or somebody in your town or your shop who's a bit strange, but you enjoy them because they're part of a story that's real, you know. And sometimes it just smacks you in the face and you go, these are two very different worlds.
Well, like the reality world, the real world of tangible,
Yeah.
and then that virtual metaverse.
And who's online, right? We assume that it's like an even sample of people commenting the most or the most present online. But as we know, like sometimes when people bubble up and spend loads of time posting on Instagram or have a meltdown on Twitter, they're seeking validation. So it's almost like the most motivated to be seen, to be seeking, to be driving the conversation will be pumping the most content.
That essentially then means that we become less empathetic with people. Then if you feel like somebody is performing, then we think, oh, she's just probably just trying to get some attention or validation.
What did we say earlier? That empathy has been outsourced to algorithms.
Absolutely.
Oh, facts.
Yeah. I think it's the...
Where you get that bar from?
Reddit end show.
Yeah, that is a bar.
As in show.
No, but what Ed said is right, and I think it's about you read people as content now. Yeah. So how they, is it the real you? Because what you're posting is, and it's a fine line of, is this person doing it for business, clout, context, or are they doing it because they want to? Sort of what we were talking
I've got
about.
a follow up to that though.
Then it's very convoluted. Then we're all confused about what's reality and what isn't. About
Well, and
friends.
then
I've got to follow up to
Yeah,
that.
but-
I've got to follow up to both of them.
Yeah.
Is it the real you? I would argue it might be.
Could
Yeah.
be.
I would argue that what we're seeing
on the flip side.
Yeah.
It could be.
It is the real
Yeah,
them, and it's revealing who they actually are in their thoughts,
Revelations.
and they're able to project it in a world where they feel that they can be accepted
Because they're protected
because they're protected
behind a,
in their
Well,
community groups.
So he would be a subdivision of that thought, right? It's like, is somebody even the same them on different social platforms?
What is them?
Because it could be
yeah.
the TikTok obliged version of them, the Instagram obliged version of them, because they have to tune it through the algorithm to make it make any sense to even be on that platform in the first place. So it's like, do you even get consistency of that same person? And I agree with you. It's like, whatever somebody reveals about themselves, it is who they are. Because if you suddenly give somebody the chance to get away with stealing $1 billion and they steal it,
Then morally, that's the type
who
of
they
person
are.
that they are.
And so if you think you give somebody the chance to be a horrible person online, it's like, yeah, they may not be in a great place, but they're still not exercising
But then
self-control.
the machine then feeds the beast, doesn't it? Because you might want to dabble, like I might have a crazy thought of being outlandish because, I don't like women, so I'm going to be hypocritical. But then I might get checked by somebody else who's like, no, but this is where you're wrong in reality. and then I think about it and I'm like, maybe I'm wrong. The empathy kicks back in. But on the machine, if I've got people saying, yeah, you're right, and it feeds that beast, is it who I am or is it turning me into? Because of the validation that I'm getting.
And then on the flip side, I guess you have a fear of cancel culture, or like being not saying the right thing. So
That's hugely
to what you said is it somebody being themselves? Yeah, I do actually agree with that. But then I just don't think anyone can truly be themselves because unless, that's a personality thing. But can you truly be yourself if you are constantly worried about saying the right or wrong thing? Which is actually why most people that we all enjoy following are potentially truly themselves because they do not care what they say. You know what I mean? Some comedians and things.
I have a question, right? Because I feel like the topic gets very heavy. Who out of the 3 or 4 of us has fun on social media?
Oh, I do.
Do you?
I'm a troll.
Using it.
Yeah, occasionally I'll see something.
Do you comment? How do you have fun on social media?
I'm a troll. Sometimes I get involved in the comment section on one of the burner accounts. I'm like a little troll.
You have a burner account?
Got to have a burner account.
Wow.
Modern day society, you got to have a burner account.
I don't have time.
We're not doing that, but you got to have a burner.
I don't have time.
The hunt begins. People are going to go.
I mean, listen. You're either going to use it or it's going to use you, right? And I think it's very entertaining. I know the danger of social media, so I just get entertainment from it.
Wow.
I get entertainment from it. Like some people watch TV for entertainment and shout at the screen.
Yeah, true.
Some of us are online, and that's my entertainment, and that's it, really. And I like winding people up and prompting thoughts.
If I'm really tired, I go on Instagram and go on Reels. And just laugh and bombard David and my other friends with stuff that I think they're going to find funny.
Yeah, you do actually. Flipping
Not you as much.
Always in the DM.
Some friends.
It's like what's left of your...
Because I'm being a vegetable at that point. I'm like,
But it's like what's left of your dopamine reserves is finding funny. Like, as you say, you're probably... I bet you're probably blank-faced and you're like doing that little laugh in your brain. You're like, oh, that's kind of funny. And then I like send it. But
it's
you're
so
like,
quick, isn't it?
There's nothing really... You're
no,
not
there's
belly
some that I
laughing, you're
literally
like,
laugh out loud.
Okay.
No,
Just
it
silly
depends
laugh.
where your algo is, right? Because you might be on some twisted algo.
Yeah, mine's dark.
Yeah, I do get some people send me they send me the same stuff, and I'm like I need to send you some nature videos to really sort of.
No, but I'm one of those people.
You need to fix your algorithm.
I'm one of those people. My algo's twisted. Like, I've
That'd
got
be
dark
good,
humour.
like once a year or whatever. It goes, do you just want us to just
Wipe this off?
clean?
I would love for them to do that.
Though, on Instagram, you can go into the back end settings on Instagram and reset your algorithm.
Can
you can.
Oh, show me that after.
That's why I've got burner accounts, because I like new stuff. So different accounts
got like
feed
5.
me. Yeah, I've got about 7. But it feeds me different because it's all about algo, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that part of it. And it's about what I want to receive from the algo. So if I want humour, I'll go on one. It's just going to give me humour. Go on another, it might just give me shade bar and all of that stuff.
Okay.
Go on another, it might be just sports, purely.
I'm going to reset mine.
That's how I use it, just to feed me what I require. That's it.
Yeah.
I really want Michael to have one that's like home decor and like cooking recipes and something really homespun and
do you know what I do? I've started on that.
like cookies and baking or something.
Cookies and baking.
I want to do that one.
With marijuana, but I mean, it's medicinal purposes.
Fine.
Sure, of course.
Medicinal purposes only.
So even though we're on a long journey with it, I guess the entertainment factor is sufficient to justify us still fighting for what we believe social media should be. As in, it's not necessarily net negative if we can kind of steer it.
But that's generational as well. We've got to look at our age demographic and up are probably more in control and less influenced.
I was going to come to that,
Yeah,
actually.
the influence is a big thing.
I was going to come to that. But this week there's some what's in the news that they want to stop social media for under 16s.
Yeah.
What are your
16,
thoughts?
I thought it was 14.
What are your thoughts on it?
I'm certainly behind it. I am. I think that with the context here of what we're talking about is, does social media rewire how we understand each other, relationships with people? I think that yes, we spoke this morning about the idea of personal real life relationships. I've said this for a few years, have changed because I follow you on Instagram, Ed, and what that means is if you're regularly posting things, I'm following your life and I'm following you, and actually what that is, in my opinion, makes me less likely to call you, ask you for lunch, to do things because I'm seeing your life. So I'm like, you're cool. He's getting on with things. I saw Ed was on holiday with his family, and then I saw he was working. So I'm kind of following his life, which is what it's about. But that's stopping me from wanting to catch up with him because
you don't miss him.
No, I don't miss him because I see
yeah.
what he's doing every single day. So so back to Anna's point of under 16. I think you need the development of the brain in a young adult. Like you need to learn social cues, social context, and if you're learning that from social media where context has arguably collapsed or collapses, I think it will slow your development and learning in a way. So I think if you couldn't get it till 16, then you can.
Well, it will rewire your neurons, right, and how you develop.
Because I think teenagers are highly susceptible to influence, consensus, and part of the exercise there was, some people got awful stories about being bullied when they're young, which it's going to be a really difficult trajectory. But I think when we look back on the 90s and go, that was a vibe or an energy, it's because we all tried to sort of find that centre point and go, it was this show we watched, or it was this album that we listened to. It's not, I like something irregular and there's a pocket of people online who reflect my beliefs. And so when I'm confronted again by reality, I keep feeling that it's a fence too high to jump because I go, oh, but this community online understands me. I haven't had to do the work to kind of find that centre point. And that's where we respect each other, right? That's why we're all sat in a room. We're not all sat in a room because we go with the same voice. We go because there's a kind of centre somewhere. There'll be disagreements, but we'll always get through those if we put the effort in. And I totally agree with you. It's like, it'd be even interesting in people who post a lot to get people to reach out to them. They probably fear not posting, but actually the benefit of it would probably be that people would then go, hey, where have you gone?
Yeah.
And then actual real people would step in to fill the void of going, I'm not just dining out on your story. I can't get that now, so I'm going to try and find out.
Actually, David has a good example on that. You don't have to name the person.
Oh, yeah, my friend there. So we recently, we've all got Instagram groups, right, where I've got 5 of my friends in one group. It's been the same group for years. And, sorry.
Mine's on WhatsApp, though.
Yeah, but we send each other reels, right? And then one of our friends, he's just been silent for weeks. To be fair, on WhatsApp, but also on Instagram. And then, that's when men's mental health matters. I was like, hey, mate, you okay? Like, where you been? In the group chat. I'm like, you haven't sent nothing for ages. And he's like, yeah, I'm fine, I've just been busy. And there's me thinking, oh, is he okay? So it's like, do you see where I'm going with this? Why? At the end of the day, he's just been busy. He's got 2 kids. He's got a job. He's busy.
So he spoke to him outside of it, though?
Yeah, he's fine. He's cool.
He's actually
He
cool.
was just like, yeah, man, I was saying I had time to look at all the reels you're sending, the messages what you guys are talking about. But there's this expectation from us as his friends to be like, bro, why don't you like that? I said that because I thought you'd find it funny.
He needed that validation.
Yeah,
I
so
said
it's
it
kind
for
of like,
you.
That's sort of what I'm saying about.
That's what his words are saying, but subconsciously he could say, I want a different kind of interaction.
I was going to say, he's actually, because really, like David said, they've been in there for years, right? Which means they're growing up, right?
Yeah.
And he could be at that phase where he's like, I now see my future doing something different to the mandem jokes, and I just want to peel back a bit.
And
Or maybe he just wanted to rebalance. Sort of
this expectation when we talk about how it's rewired our relationships is there's sort of an expectation of. I mean, one of my friends recently was like, "Bro, I'm going to stop sending reels to this chat because you ain't even liking them." Like he's there sending like 10 in a row and they're laughing for
That's taking it personal.
And I'm like, mate, I've just had a busy day. Like, I'll try and watch them on the train later. He's like, I'm going to stop sending them at work.
I feel like I have to allocate time because I get this morning from 5:30 at 6 o'clock in the morning. My friend sent me to now 10 reels, and then another friend sent me a 5-minute voice note.
Oh my gosh!
And another one sent a 3-minute voice note. My brain was like, I need to literally allocate an hour to go through this so that people don't feel like I'm not giving them attention.
You know that though.
And I just spend the whole. It's just like my brain. I have to actually allocate time.
No, but,
yes.
Yeah, but you know what I feel is happening there as well, which when you're receiving it, it's overwhelming. But it's also other people are using it as their method of venting and releasing whatever's going on in their worlds.
That's a voice note right there.
Do you see what I mean? Always. So when you're getting your 5-minute voice notes and venting,
it's like a podcast.
But it's their
thank
release.
God for times 2 though.
Yeah.
But did you do the thing when you listen to a voice note and you go, That's a point. That's like a chunk. I
Yeah,
should
yeah.
reply to that.
Yeah.
That's a chunk. I should reply to
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's what I said. As you start typing, oh, really sorry that happened.
No.
Yeah,
I've got golden rules. My people know I've got golden rules. If I see anything over 3 minutes on a voice note, I'm going to message them back and say, "Is this worth my time?" Call me. Because what are you doing talking to your phone for more than a minute? Like, and you're doing arms in the middle of it and thinking.
Some people are quite talented at it. I'm like, oh, I know we do a podcast. I'm like, I know we do a podcast, but like they're riffing, and you're like, you know what? You're quite good at talking to yourself. On
One
the
of my
phone.
people told me they had a 9 minute, and I said, "How do you like? What are you doing for
No,
9
that's really
minutes?"
illegal.
9
WhatsApp
minutes
should
is a
ban that.
long podcast.
Yeah. WhatsApp should notify you. Should say this should
It's a
be
podcast, 9
this should be a
minutes.
phone call. That's what WhatsApp should
Yeah,
say to you.
yeah.
David, stop this voice note immediately.
You know what?
Pick up the phone.
AI can probably chomp up the content
And summarise
and
it.
turn it into a conversation with you, ring you up and be like, "Hi, Michael,
amazing.
it's Ed," and then you go blah, and then I just keep offloading the bit in my script. To
Listen,
turn
do
it
you
into
know
a
what? Do
conversation.
you know what? I'm going to check if WhatsApp can do this, because if them voice notes are long, throw it in the AI and say, "Summarize this." Transcribe it, then summarize
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
Into one
Where are the
sentence.
bullet points of what I'm?
No. Yeah, but no, we can't put that bit on the podcast.
Because-
That's a good business idea.
When I was listening to the 5 minute podcast or voice note, I literally replied with one sentence.
it. I'll remove it for you, Dave.
I agree. That was it. I agree. That makes
Oh,
sense.
and-
I didn't have nothing else to give. Which is,
See this thing here?
Yeah.
Talking about social media, like
Yeah.
the thumbs up. Like, I sent my mum this nice
We all
message
know the
the other
thumbs
day.
up's vicious.
My mum thumbs up me, so I called her. She took it personal. She was like, "What does that mean?" She was like, "I just agreed." And I was like, "Oh man!"
But it's an agreement, though.
I know.
don't know why
You
people
know, the context of
No,
in
but-
our age, I think it's different.
Yeah.
but it is the thumbs up is becoming.
It's like-
Because I'm a wanker with the thumbs up too.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Yeah.
innit?
yeah, it is. It essentially is, yeah.
Thumbs up, so you do you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but the thumbs up is
Yeah.
because, so when we go back to is it harming communication? If I read your message and digest it, you might be insulted that I haven't acknowledged that I've read it,
That is
even though
what it-
you've got the
exactly
blue
what it
ticks.
is.
So I've got to give you the thumbs up.
So,
it's true.
what's the in-person equivalent of the thumbs up?
The blue ticks?
The in-person equivalent.
Oh, the in-person,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. So we're sitting there
Yeah, yeah,
chatting, and I
Okay,
go,
cool.
"Oh, you make chats for 5 minutes straight," and you just go,
Yeah, imagine.
No, but it's cool.
That- But again, that's the I think that's what we're talking about. That is literally what people think it is. So you've just spoken at me for 4 minutes, imagine, and I've just gone. That your face, look at your face. You're going to be like
Disrespectful,
that's rude,
innit?
man.
Yeah.
Whereas
I
in
think-
person, you're going to get like.
Head
Yeah,
nods.
yeah. So that,
And then you can read the tone as well, because there's no tone, right? So in person, I might say okay, and then you're like, oh, he's getting it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just okay.
We're riffing.
I have
Okay.
said that for years. WhatsApp, like I think arguments should not be had on WhatsApp, like with your partner or something.
I love it.
because you can't. There's no body language.
No, I love
there's
it.
no
I'm a
tone.
troll. I'm a troll.
So,
No,
yeah, but do you know what I mean?
David's right.
So I'll be
David's
like,
right.
I'll be like,
Yeah, like, are you chatting to me like this?
he, she didn't even mean it that badly.
Yeah,
it was just
yeah,
like,
yeah. But all they did.
yeah.
And you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I see
it's
where this is
just
coming
like,
from.
I know,
Yeah,
but
context.
everyone's always got this like this like rule book for if you get into an argument what you shouldn't do. But 99% of the time when you're in an argument,
You're in an argument, isn't it?
the rule book. That's good. Like that's gloves.
Also, you got to remember, we know each other's characters, right? And a wanker's a wanker.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a wanker in arguments.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, we can see that.
I strip. No, listen, I'm not even offended. I strip it right down to. So, what are you trying to say here?
Really?
100%.
break that down.
Break that down again. I'm not sure I quite understand, and it just winds people up.
I'll be like, just please clarify. Can you clarify this? I don't think I might be a bit stupid today, but tell me, what do you mean here?
Yeah, what do you mean?
When I was just being sarcastic.
No, that's what I do.
But I've noticed it. I literally woke up today at 5:30 and I was like, I've lost 2 friendships that it was a WhatsApp argument, and I know that might have been face to face or phone call.
Yeah.
We probably wouldn't have taken because they messaged me something and I took it the wrong way. Do
Do you know why I wouldn't call it a loss? Because you wasn't supposed to have them. If anybody is, and this is what we're basically talking about, if anybody is offended through text so badly that they're going to lose a whole years of friendship for one moment, just drop me out. I don't want you in my life.
Yeah, you should try and at least have an attempt to rehabilitate in person.
Or just,
with a bit of
Yeah.
or
humility.
just be upset today. We're upset today. Give it a couple days or whatever.
Yeah.
And just be like, what the fuck was you on last week? And then we just keep it moving. Because we've got years. So don't ruin the 90% of what our relationship,
because
what
of
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
more
our
than 90%,
relationship
right?
was,
Yeah.
on the 10%. What are we doing there?
I mean, but I think you you carry a kind of lot of. That's what I mean. It's offensively elder wisdom in that sense. In terms of you're willing to just go.
I am of age. Yeah.
Let the arguments breathe. And we'll come back to it. I think there's this real hedonism with younger people where they go.
To be fair, I see arguments and I'm like, but it's not that deep. Like especially when you experience a lot of death, you're just like, it's not that deep. Like in a year's time, we're not really going to care about this.
No.
Yeah.
So now, and as part of my psychology background, I start to understand that people are going through shit. And sometimes I may have just triggered it based on my character and personality. I know myself. I know what I'm capable of now.
Yeah.
So sorry, innit?
Yeah.
It's not that.
Especially if it's in a short Instagram or WhatsApp message.
It's even worse, isn't it?
You've really triggered it.
Triggered.
But yeah, I think it.
And also with social media, do you reckon because of the like essentially we're going, I have a social circle, how Instagram started, then you have all these celebrities in there, and then you have the rest of the world in there, and then you have politics in there. Does it make us feel like our friends are... Do we pay more attention to celebrities and bigger voices, or do we pay attention to our friends?
Well, I think we are exposed to strangers constantly.
Yes, we are.
Good show.
And that, in answer to your question, yeah, I think maybe that the friendships become, there's more maybe more expectations because of everything we're constantly seeing. So you sort of...
Because they're put in the same pool, right? It's not like you go, there's an outer ring, I want to engage in like politics or something. You can now see sort of Chris Hemsworth with his kids on his amazing holiday or whatever, or you can see Natalie Portman doing something political, but it's like in the same set of stories that your friend would be going, here's me feeding my baby applesauce or whatever. You go, so you're now choosing what you pay attention to, but it's like those aren't your friends, those are just people you've never met.
But again, it depends what you're using it for, right? And I don't follow some of my friends that I speak to every day. Like, I just don't follow them because I'm not interested in their content.
Wow.
Like, and it doesn't mean I'm not interested in their life.
Well, which one of your accounts is not interested in their content?
No, the main one, main. I'm just not interested in their content. Like,
What, are they boring?
it's just not for me.
Okay.
So whatever it is they're trying to sell, be or show, it's different to who I see them as in real life, right? So, and initially when that first started, social media, it was offensive. Like, why are you not following my account? Like, 'cause I don't care about your life like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't.
But also, it's
But
like,
then you feel that it's performative? Is that because you said that they
It
different?
doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't care. I don't. In this room right now, I don't know what you guys do every single moment of the day. But I enjoy the moments that we have together when we have it.
Yeah.
And that's enough for me.
yeah.
What did you say?
That's cute.
Deep inside, there's some smush there. There's some love there.
But did you find so? I found that the different platforms just fell away from me at certain points. So I left Facebook in 2015.
Yeah, I agree.
Instagram until now I use it fractionally because of the podcast. I haven't posted for I don't know,
We can tell.
5 years. Exactly. But it's
see.
because at some point
We know.
the heart of it just fell out for me, and I just said, I
the dopamine
hate
from it.
this.
Yeah.
I
hate
hate
it.
being on Instagram. I don't like it. I don't want to be on Facebook. I'm never going back to Facebook.
Do you want to be in the real world?
Well, I'm not even in the real world, right? I'll just be
It's a good question.
I'll be in WhatsApp or
Do you like Twitter though? Twitter is more your thing.
Not really, but that's probably my worst. No, YouTube's my worst offender.
Really?
So what is
scrolling?
what is your thing?
YouTube's my worst.
YouTube.
Worst.
Yeah, I like YouTube. I only have
YouTube's my worst.
Instagram. I deleted Facebook 10 years ago, which I'm annoyed about now because all my photos from life, uni, everything were on there. And I was annoyed. But deleted Facebook, deleted Twitter. I only have Instagram, and I am a YouTube reel scroller more than Instagram.
So it's the reels. You do some reels.
Yeah, it'd be like YouTube would be like powerlifters, arm wrestling.
Yeah, it's the
it would
weirdest
be
stuff.
like somebody building a camp in the middle of a forest.
Yeah.
It would be
I love
something to
it.
do with like what people building with AI and Claude.
What do you
or-
feel about YouTube? Because it's still, if you're still shorts, doing the shorts,
Shorts are dangerous.
then what do you think it is about YouTube that is different to Instagram in that approach for you? Because you're still getting your algo, right?
Yeah.
Or is it just the
I think
preference?
the content's definitely different, isn't it? It's more, maybe more.
It's a little bit longer, or the inference is maybe it's got to have a different journey.
See, in my algo YouTube is weird because now I've got so much AI content with people taking quotes and wisdom, restructuring those videos, and I'm listening to the AI voice almost sound like the person who was delivering
Alan
it. And
Watts
I'm
or
like,
something,
yeah,
yeah.
or Jim Rohn. I'm like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And that pisses
Yeah.
me off because then they start talking about get off the digital platforms and stop scrolling.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you've messed up the quote and
Yeah.
gave it something else.
While we're on the context of AI and talking actually about the ban of social media for under 16s,
Yeah.
the AI on Instagram, like I have friends and family our age who send me videos that are obviously AI,
I know.
but that individual genuinely thinks it's real.
It's like, you've got a
100%.
pair of eyes. It's like,
Oh, this is mad. I'm like, mate, that is obvious. But
What?
anyway,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
point is,
I was gonna say,
driving the
if
car
we're
and you're
talking
like-
about a 13-year-old learning about the world, but seeing a
Yeah.
cat driving a car, or like my
Yeah.
son's seen some funny AI videos. He obviously thinks they're real. He has no idea what AI
It
is.
doesn't matter to him, right?
So
It's-
what is that doing to his brain? Because he's like, he's in
Yeah.
nursery. He's now going to school thinking, cats can drive
Cats
cars.
can drive cars.
Like, really though? Like, why would he? Unless I told him that's not real. So I think when you're at a younger age,
Yeah.
going back to the developments,
Yeah.
situation. Well, yeah, this AI stuff is quite scary.
I think you're
terms of content
absolutely
videos.
right, and I think both examples that you gave, the young and the old, are both examples of seeing what you want with your eyes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're older, you're more just like you said, you was like, why can't you see? But it's like maybe they don't want to see.
No, but actually, mate, I'm guilty of it. I've had to look at a video 3 times to be like,
Deep fakes.
is that real? Is that
I'm
there are some
100%
videos I
confident
don't
I would
know.
have shared 1 or 2 and gone,
Uh-oh, why did I share that?
Yeah, I think we all have. I don't think there's no
But so
escaping
what
it.
we're saying is, even if we did have a good relationship, so maybe that's it. Is we're saying we've got a relationship with social media, but it's not static. Because if AI starts flooding into it, then
No,
it's not.
it
It's,
will.
it's like synthetic media,
Yeah.
and it's not even social media. It's like hybrid, and then we can't.
It's just media now.
It's just something.
It's not even
just
social
distraction.
anymore. It's distraction.
Distraction.
I read something interesting that I want to read, because when you're talking about this idea, the context of today's show, which is social media rewiring relationships and how we understand each other, actually I think there is positives as well, because I think most we've talked about is
The
sort of the
negatives.
scary stuff.
Yeah.
And this line I read yesterday, which is it's not all loss. We're also more fluent in difference, more aware of mental health language, more able to find our people across geographies. Many people feel seen in ways that weren't possible before.
Yeah, fair.
Is that true though?
Well, you
That last line.
feel seen in different ways. Well, I think you mentioned earlier being bullied at school or something. You know, if you are
What's up with kids being bullied?
well,
today?
for example, I don't know, if you had a bit of a tough upbringing, or you
Yeah.
were bullied at school or something, you can sort of reinvent yourself on social media.
Reinvent. I don't like that word though. That
Yeah, but
scares
as a
me.
youngster, you can sort of be the person you want to be, because as we discussed earlier, you're behind this
Oh,
screen,
like who
and then
you felt you was, but you couldn't express
be.
it.
So I think actually, you know, I think there's an opportunity for people to be seen in ways, that they were never seen before. And, you know, we've had more exposure to mental health problems and things, you know, there's a lot of charity work on social media. So I think it can positively condition people and help them give confidence, better relationships.
The thing on YouTube that I thought was really cool was there was a guy who's like a skateboarder, like in his late 30s, early 40s. He's like, the tricks some of the kids are doing now are like mind blowing, because they just see that it's possible on YouTube, copy, and they're getting the recipes broken down.
Repetition,
So they're like,
innit?
that's possible.
And then
I'm
put them
going
in
to try it at
flavour.
13, something that took
Starting
people.
new- yeah, that's true.
And so they're like the levels of sporting aspirations of you know, like the art of the possible.
So the speed of
Athletes.
learning is accelerated exponentially.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
If
people
it's
just doing,
used
you
the
know,
correct way.
football tricks. It's like, oh, watch Cristiano Ronaldo do that. I've seen like, or boxing. They go, you know, it used to be like, get some footage, break down the fighter, have your adaptation strategy, and now it's like you can watch hours and hours and
Amateur
hours.
through to from
But then you
the
miss-
70s to now. Yeah, you're right.
But what's happening is you're overarching on one side, but then you're losing the other side, which is relationships outside of. So you could just be homing in and just be putting your 10,000 hours in, but then you're losing the other side, which might be your real social, playing out in the streets, growing up, climbing the trees, just being young. You could be
You know
losing
what
that side.
The difficulty is, do we know what we want we sort of go, oh, real world relationships, but are we telling kids or anybody what they want or need from those? We make it as this inference of get rid of digital media. And somebody goes, oh, maybe I feel more alone. But it's like, what are they getting from real world relationships? And it's like, oh, but you can see people's faces.
Does it even exist anymore, though?
And is it important?
That's a really good question.
I think so. I think I could travel here when you lot are on this get here for 7:30 in the morning shit, and I'm like, 7 who in the morning? Be miserable all the way here. Get in the room, see all of your faces, feel the energy, and just be like, oh no, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad you got me up at that time. But getting here and waking up when I'm alone, I'm in my own thoughts. But then something about connection with my people just makes me feel good.
Yeah, no, agreed. And that.
So I would say yes.
Actually, you know, these days, I think going slightly back to what I said about following each other, so understanding each other's lives all the time. You don't. I guess, where am I going with this? I'm a bit lost now, sorry. I think sort of what you say is right, getting together and having that connection is important, but does social media allow us to not want to do that? Anna posts this quite often about the idea of, oh yeah, let's meet up and go for lunch, and then actually what you really want to do is stay in bed scrolling. So actually maybe it gives us an excuse to not have personal social interactions, because we can, like I said earlier, I just know what you're doing. Like, you know, you kind of.
But I also think we've got to. I think responsibility and balance. I think you have to home in on how much time you're spending on consuming on there, to how much time you're consuming and spending in the real world doing stuff and having real human connections. And that's always going to be the challenge, because like you've just highlighted, it's easy just to stay at home and scroll in bed and just keep scrolling. It's easy to do that at lunchtime. It's easy to do that on the train.
I always sort of regret agreeing to something like lunches, dinners, and I think, just hours before I go, like, it's time to bed. I'm just like,
Yeah.
But then once I get there, I'm like, I'm so happy I'm here. Like the same feeling.
Human connection.
I made it.
But that's also dangerous, right? Like, I think there's a period of time in everybody's life where there's like some social anxiety. Typically, I think it happens mostly in your teenage years, where you go, oh, we're going to the pub, or we're going to do this, or we're going on like a sketchy night out, or whatever. But or there's a group of people in that group that you go, I don't really feel like myself with them. And then I think we should stop the exercise of predicting what things are going to be. Just turn up. Do you know what I mean? It's like, as you say, we spent 2 hours thinking about a 1.5 hour catch up, going, oh, they'll probably say this, and I'll probably think that. It's like, if we can just close empty space and not try and fill it all the time, then maybe everything will taste a little sweeter, a little more bitter, a little more this. But we'll detect.
Do you know what it is? It's the concept, of you can't get to the past and you can't get to the future.
Yes.
You can only be in the present, right?
Yeah.
At all times.
Yeah.
So just be present.
Because you end up doing that and you go and have a great time, don't you?
And all
Always.
that thought before.
Yeah.
What a waste.
Based on your experience mentally in your life.
I bet they're going to say
This is
that.
why I like to book holidays like last minute or do impulsive things, just because I don't want to sort of pre-plan. I want to
some
go
of us
there
can't afford that.
with pure low expectations.
I like that.
Some of us can't afford that.
Yeah, I like it though. She's right.
She is right.
Spontaneous is
It's
fun.
the best. It's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have the best moments when you do that.
Speaking of this, I wonder if the four of us in the room here, all being above the age of 30, I think about this often, is my son seeing how much we use our phones at home. And so we're talking about relationships, rewiring them, social media, how often he sees me and my partner. And we're mindful of it, and we do, we put the phone down. But growing up, none of us in this room had that, did we?
No.
We had, Nokias.
We just
and
had our parents at
making
work
phone calls.
at work all the time.
Yeah, but they were present when they were in the room. So the
Yeah.
idea of presence around children now, especially, and is only going to get worse by the time our kids are having children. Lord knows what sort
Facts.
of
When I see my sister
tech there
bringing
will
up,
be. So I'm just curious what you guys think about how is that shaping and rewiring
no, it
relationships?
is. Listen, when I see my sister bringing up her son, my nephew, he's just doing that. He's swiping. He's 3 years old, and that's all he's doing. And I'm like, how do you know?
They know how to skip videos.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like for me, I'm just like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely
It's
crazy.
one of the scariest things to see how addictive these things are. Like, I've got a 1-year-old, but they're like a radar. Wherever that phone is in the room, They're like this. And they follow it around. They're so honed in.
Screen
So it's
time.
been so well designed for them to hook into. I could do better.
We all could, definitely.
I could do
100%.
better.
Yeah. But then that's the ease of, again, going back to you message me and I'm sitting there watching a film with my son. Like, it's right there in front of me.
It's too
Why
easy.
would I not reply? It's too easy. So perhaps that has a downfall on,
Well,
our
let's
ways
leave it right there, man. That's a great question to end on. Ed, take him away.
If you enjoyed that episode and want to have more conversations, then please like, share and subscribe and follow us on all the usual social media channels that we may or may not have been bad-mouthing. And see if you can find Michael's ghost accounts.